Other interesting business news, the Toyota 86 is outselling the Subaru BRZ 5-1, which is astronomical to say the least, especially considering it's the same darn car, but slightly different pieces of plastic where the little hood ornament goes. And this is brought to us thanks to Motor1.com. This is a quote: the Toyota GR86 is outselling Subaru BRZ by a lot, and there's a reason. Granted, right off the top of my head, and again, not a paid endorsement, just a fan of the brand. I mean, especially in Texas, with Toyota, again, awesome Texas-based company, it's all those instances where if you buy a GR edition of the vehicle, when it comes to the performance cars like the Corolla GR, yeah, the Subaru BR, oh, yeah, again, this, not, not Subaru one, but you actually have the Toyota 86, which again is the same as a Subaru, but also the Supra GR, you actually get a free track experience. You actually get an instructor to go in you with the car, you go to the track, you actually learn how to drive it as engineers intend, which is an awesome, unique experience that fewer and fewer automotive companies are offering these days. So right off the bat, that's what, and I think it's a 1-year membership to NASA, not the rocket company, but the actual racing organization. Which, yeah, I might be a little biased. I think they're awesome. That's usually the one I go with. Now, in terms of statistics, they say that, quote, this is again an article by Adrian Padiano, saying, quote, the GR86 and the Subaru BRZ might be cut from the same cloth, but their sales don't reflect that. With the second quarter of the year over, we can now take a closer look at the attainable sports cars, how they fared in the first half of 2024. Through June 7th, wow. Through June, 7,467 people bought a GR86 in the United States compared to the BRZ, which came in at 1,414 sales. The GR86 outselling the nearly identical BRZ by a ratio of 5-1. Subaru spokesperson said, quote, the sales are directly linked to production. We are allotted a certain amount of production units for the U.S. market, and we are prioritizing forced production. It should be noted that the Toyota also has a stronger retail network than Subaru in the US, which would further expand the gap in sales. It's also, yeah, from a Subaru perspective, it's also exceedingly disappointing. Just because, again, the Subaru used to have the WRX STI is an awesome vehicle. Again, stick shift, good old fun in that regard. But the top trim level for the BRZ is nothing. They have one. They have an STI edition, but it's nothing more than a glorified couple pieces of plastic and trim, and then one or two, maybe a couple of sway bars, a little suspension upgrade, but there's no more power, as some might say. And yet, that's what the STI platform is known for. So, again, Subaru, you're getting even less when it comes to actually increasing. Again, the price point goes up a lot for the top trim level. Now, they say Toyota is happy to report that GR6 demand is up 41.9% this year, whereas Subaru says its car is down 43.7%. Last month, 1,500 people bought the GR86, while only 243 purchased a BRZ. And yeah, you literally just pop the hood on them, and you'll see it's a Subaru engine in there. Which, yeah, again, there are a lot more Toyota dealers. Toyota is also the largest global automotive manufacturer on the planet, and increased dealership capabilities. But I think also the brand of Subaru has just been deteriorating over time. Again, they used to be iconic. They used to make some awesome vehicles. And these days, they're making more and more, just less exciting. Don't get me started on them killing the top of the line trim level with a stick shift. That was obviously heartbreaking to say the least. But I'm not too surprised because again with Toyota, you get that cool track experience. And I'm not sure if that's only in Texas. I'd have to double check on that. But what's a compelling reason? I actually thought the BRZ had a couple extra cool little pieces of plastic throughout the years that may have looked a little bit better. When I say a little bit better, that's when you had the Scion FRS, which again, Toyota owned Scion. They killed that brand. That's where you had it's now the Toyota 86 instead of the Scion FRS. Back when it was just a Scion FRS versus the BRZ, I thought the BRZ actually did have some extra cool pieces of plastic thrown on there. To me, aesthetically, it looked a little bit cooler, but aside from that, it literally is identical. And what would you rather have? Yeah, I'm actually surprised. We'll see how long they actually keep this production. It's nice to see some fun little economic sports cars being manufactured these days as more and more automotive companies acquiesce to making SUVs and crossovers, and usually all of them painted as silver or white. But nevertheless, it's nice to see a couple of affordable sports cars out there. Hopefully maybe I'll get one of these days. It'll be interesting. Let me know if you had a choice between Toyota 86 versus the Subaru BRZ, which one do you choose, and what is your logic behind that choice? Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.